Kicking off the list, at number 11 we have the Command Cornea, which is the newest orb in the game, dropping from the newest dungeon called the Spectral Penitentiary. You might think this item is underrated because it's so new, but even when people get it, including me until recently, it just didn't spark joy. However, if you give this item a proper try, you'll quickly find out that it's one of the funnest and most powerful items in the game. It just has one major flaw once you have it, and that's you need to build around it. How the item works is when you press space, it drops a nuke instantly on your cursor, dealing massive damage to enemies in its radius and leaving them cursed for 5.5 seconds. The damage also acts as a poison, so just like any other poison damage, it goes through enemy invulnerability. Also, the damage and blast radius scales insanely with your maximum mana, so you really want to be equipping as much as you can with this item. It takes 675 max mana to double this item's damage and almost double its range. Every 100 mana after that increases the total damage by 800 and the tile range by 1. Just look how crazy the damage can get. It just takes one spacebar to clear every minion of a Lost Halls Oryx room, except for the middle dude since he's invulnerable, and you clear any nest room in a single ability use, except for the worms that spawn. It even does a good job at killing the bees and the nest colony things because it skips their invulnerability phases since it ignores it. You also push the cult first phase in a second, and these clips I'm talking about were all done before the enchantment update. Imagine how crazy you can make this item now that the maximum mana can reach way higher. I'd be surprised if you can't reach 10k damage per ability use. Now this power is at the cost of your entire mana bar. The item description says, on ability use, consumes all your available MP and quiets you for a brief duration, being 0.4 seconds. Many people incorrectly assume that the damage scales with the mana that's consumed by the quiet, and that's just not true. It's just your max mana it goes off. So even when you use the ability when you only have the minimum cost of 200 mana, it does the same as if you have full mana, if you have like a bar of 1000. The only thing really limiting you is the 5-second cooldown the item has. But if you're not in combat and you have a good pet because you watched my critically acclaimed Divine Pet video, you have the mana you need to use it right off cooldown again. One way that you can take your Cornea set to the next level is having a swap out Primal Arcana, because it has a strong passive effect, where it gives you extra shots without having to use your ability, which acquired it anyway, and you have heaps of DPS stats. So this is perfect for while you're waiting for your Cornea cooldown to come back up.